Oh, I mean the sun. Wow, it's awesome. These parks a golf course. That's pretty cool. Never seen a park with a golf course. Ooh, can't remember that thing. Nature. Even the dude's moving away. They do it moving away. Exhaust the body. Same the mind. I forgot to press the cord, but you know what? That's perfect. It's nice to have a little restart. It's nice to have a little restart. Why not? Nothing has to be picture perfect the way you see it. Some things are not gonna go exactly how you want to go out. Like maybe I want to climb a tree. I mean, I could definitely do that. Or maybe I could start a stream right here, but I've already have a stream going on right now that I could watch. Depending on when this video comes out. So you do whatever you want to do. You do whatever you desire. Right here. I'm doing the best I can, and I can sleep well because, you know, when you do the best, of course I'm not perfect or anything. What I'm saying is, I'm just spitting out stuff that flows from within. Not gonna act like what I'm not. Because I'm insecure about some things. I like to say words in a perfect manner, but it doesn't always come out like that. I always wonder, do the feelings correlate with thoughts? Does it correlate with everything? And maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Oh, this is a beautiful scenery. If I show you what's in front of me, but it's cinematic. You got the leaves blowing and everything. They got the trees here. You got the sun just shining like this. You got this is the most cinematic thing I've seen in a long time. Look, this is a beautiful set. I gotta show you. I just gotta show you. Look at this. But the camera cannot capture how amazing this view is. Look at this. My gosh. This shit is fucking just beautiful, man. It's like, look how beautiful God's creation is, man. Imagine how heaven looks like, man. Bro, if the earth looks like this, bro, imagine how heaven's gonna look. Bro, just with my imagination alone, I could already imagine, bro, it's gonna be insane, man. I play, of course I'm a gamer, so I play a lot of games. And games nowadays look almost like real life. Because life's kind of like a game. But no, life is a game. Not the way you might think. But bro, it's like, I look at how do I explain? I gotta look at nature, I look at nature and other things. People draw out nature, they animate it. You see it in games, you see it in movies. It's just a beautiful thing. It's like everything God's created is really perfect. Like you could learn things. You could learn from the trees, the leaves that fall down. You can learn from the trees. Everything has its season. Certain trees grow in a different season. Trees change. Some trees change in different seasons. Some change to this color and then they change to that color. So in different seasons, they're gonna be a different person. But you're just growing. And then you have the bees that use the nectar, and then it pollinates. Gives off the oxygen. Why are these birds just flying away? They must have found something dangerous, or I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, you can learn from that. So, the bees could represent, people in your life that, that could help you out, and people that could help you out, and you could help them out too. It's like marginal benefit exceeding marginal cost. It's like a voluntary exchange. You get something good out of something else. I'm battling these thoughts, learning how the wars begin over to the wicked, There's still God's earth, but, it's just ruled by wicked people, but the wicked people aren't even in the world, to be honest, because God is in control of everything. So I'm just trying to rewire myself and make sure I don't get consumed by negative thoughts. Oh, it's 2:50. Oh. Yeah, I gotta go, life happens. But the beautiful view, nature, man. Life is really a gift, man. Yeah, I realize the truth about reality and stuff, but that's the thing. You choose what you want to get out of life. I mean, I think this life is solely to do whatever you want to do, and then get to heaven. Because everybody wants to get to heaven. Everybody wants to. All of our desires are given to us by God, inside our soul. People will tell you college is not for everyone, and that's true. And some people will be like, go to college is the only way. How is that the only way? And people make all these arguments like the internet won't last forever. This world won't last forever. Your job won't last forever. You have AI that could replace your jobs any moment. It's going to replace everything. So continue making that excuse, because why would the internet turn off and not everything else? What do you mean internet's not going to last forever? What does that mean? If the whole power turns off, then that engineering job that you want somebody to do won't be available. And they're just going to replace you with AI anyways. Or somebody needs to program it. You don't need to program it at some point. There's going to be a point where this quantum tech that they have, you don't even need to program it anymore. It's like just get knowledge, get wisdom, man. Infinite knowledge, infinite wisdom in this world. And I know that God is here right now, because look at his nature. It's not coincidence. So it's not coincidence. Now people believe life is a simulation. It is a simulation, but it's ran by God. God put it in place for his will, for his desire. Because he's God. We can understand God's nature because God's beyond and above. That's why we say the Most High. Yeah, God's just great in every way, shape, and form. I hate my life right now. I just hate my life right now. Because I know that I'm not living the true life that I should be living. I know that I have a life that is there. God will give it to me when it's time. The perfect timing. My destiny is not to go. It's not to go to college. I'm not gonna go to college. Now I can imagine myself going to college to extreme, or maybe do some collab, some work. But I'm telling you right now, man, college is not what I'm created for. My destiny, my journey, my life goes beyond imagination. It goes beyond education, beyond the system. It's something that almost nobody's able to reach. Even people that I've seen on the internet, or people that I've seen, and they're not gonna reach the level that I'm gonna reach. That's just how I feel. I feel deep down that like whatever, I'm not gonna say whatever because I know this, that what has been accomplished, I'm gonna say has because it will be, so it already has. Because there are version of yourself, because yeah, there are multiple versions. I do believe in a multiverse, but like in a different way. Like there are multiple versions and of yourself. Are there multiple realities? Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work. Even if there are multiple, like how would that work? How would it be a multiverse? I think it works in like a way where there's different outcomes. Does that affect the rest of the world? Yes and no. I'll say yes and no. But I'll say there's a multiverse in a way where there's different versions of you that you can choose. There's not multiple, there's not infinite versions of you. I think there's select versions of you. Depending on what God has destined you with. He's God's in control of everything. You can't just do whatever you want. Not literally. I mean, think about it. We have free will, but limited free will because God's in control of everything. But we have free will in God's nature and God's desire. So I gotta get back to where I need to go. But I'm gonna finish off like this. This is supposed to be like a nice little video skit, but I just started yapping. Well, not yapping, but I just started, just speaking out from within. The thing I gotta say is that you have different versions that you could choose. Just know that not completing your destiny, not accomplishing your destiny is probably it's a mortal sin, to be honest. It's a mortal sin. And know that you have limited time. You have limited time. You don't have forever. You do not have forever. Once you pass the age of 30 or something like that, 30 something, like once you pass the age of 30, you're kind of cooked. If you want to be successful, you want to be wealthy, do it now. Because it's so cool to be successful when you're a teenager or in your 20s, but when you're in your 30s, it's not as cool. And 99% of rich people, they're not really rich. They're not rich. You always talk about, oh, the internet could shut down any moment. Nah. Your job could be replaced any moment. You could be fired any moment. Dollar's dying, by the way, as well. I'm just saying. But again, it's not to do with the money. It's not to do with even the success. Fame. All I see fame as is a chance to preach the word of God, I even like to call it fame. I like to call it I like to call it reach. Reaching souls. Fishing for souls. You gotta detach from this world, man. It's like this world's just, I don't know, man. Yeah, you have nothing to do with the world, man. Get completely away from the world, man. But you discern that for yourself, because if you don't, you're gonna end up being religious. You don't want to get to that, because you're being religious and stuff. That's gonna just mess you up even more. So yeah, I take this with a grain of salt, a little grain of whatever that salt's called. I don't know the name, but take it with a small grain, because salt is put on your food. But think of like salts on like more healthier food. Like you don't like when it comes to spices, you don't put all these spices. Just little dabs, and so to take it with a nice taste, like something spicy, you take it slowly, but take as much as you can handle. If you want to take the egg, you can take the egg. If you want to get hard boiled, get hard boiled. If you want to get scrambled. Take as much as you can. That's all I really have to say for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed my channel. Actually, I don't like your help. I know you enjoy these videos. I know you enjoy all this. I know the words to say. I try to make sure I come up with them naturally. It's just life. You gotta connect with your soul, flow. I'm always looking internally, like, what do I need to change with myself? Kind of like SpongeBob, just eyes rolling back and so, like, what do I change internally? What do I change about myself? I could act faster. I could be more accountable. I could take more action. I could do things that'll force change. That'll force the universe to be like, okay, just do serious. See where there's change. Okay, let's change things. Find ways to, get done with school faster. Without just being miserable. The school is miserable, man. It's miserable. That's not real learning. Education should be fun, should be life-fulfilling. Like I've never seen a school system that makes you hate reading, hate writing, hate yourself. That system's a destiny killer. Again, that's why I avoid it. That's why I don't want nothing to do with it. And more thing, people say that, oh, you're smart, and bro, it has nothing to do with your intelligence. School is all, and this is gonna shake a lot. This is gonna shake a lot of shit up. School is all about obedience and not smarts. If I say I don't want to do this test, I want to do something else, they don't give you free will. They give you options, or they just give you a zero. Under a system of percentages. Percentages are money, basically. That's stupid. Somebody with good memory could easily get all A's easily. Somebody who puts all this effort and work, memorizes and tries his best, shows out, gets nothing out of it. No matter how many questions he asks, no matter how effort he puts. Because he's putting effort. It's not just about effort. It's the fact that I'm doing what you ask. If I decide not to do this, you're gonna say I'm late. Oh, he's lazy. They're still gonna say you're smart. So like, it doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense. Anyways, that's all. See you later, man.